Camille! 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 Where are you, Camille?
Camille is one of the 4 horsewomen of top lane. Okay, Gwen can join too. We all know Camille for her ability to kill you in one hit. As a hyper carry, she can snowball out of control and carry an entire game on her thighs. Today, I'll show you how to backflip on some heads with Camille. Camille is a fighter who excels in duels because of her high single target damage. With her long mobility and lockdown, she has no problem chasing opponents down and knocking their damn head off. As one of the few users of the forbidden max health true damage technique, she can truly dominate, making it impossible to build against her. Some of Camille's strength is that she has good laning and enormous scaling. In the late game, she can kill you in one hit, even if you're a tank. She has strong split push. Because she synergizes so well with Sheen items, she can break towers fast. And it's hard to stop her because she has really long mobility. Probably some of the longest mobility in the game. In lane, she's hard to gank, and late game, she can fly across the map to reach her targets. The bad part is, she's useless without damage. She relies so hard on having her items and can't pressure anything if she's behind. Camille falls off a little in the mid game. Without defensive items, she can be fairly squishy, especially when outnumbered, and she's highly mechanical. She's hard to pull off, and messing up on her means getting punished.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that fucking jump scare.
Let's go over her skills. Her passive is that she gains a shield when she auto-attacks a champion. Depending on the damage type of that champion, the shield will either be orange, which is physical, or blue, which is magic. Camille's Q is an empowered basic attack that deals damage and gives her a speed boost. She can recast this ability again, but if she waits 1.5 seconds, it instead turns into a backflip dealing double damage, and a portion of it gets converted into true damage. Basically, it's a Cho'Gath ultimate every 2 seconds. W is a cone that Camille channels for 1 second that deals damage. The outer part of the cone deals more damage, slows, and it heals Camille if she hits an enemy champion. Camille's E is hook shot. She shoots out a grappling hook from both of her thunder thighs and pulls herself into a wall. From that wall, she can fling herself into any direction. If she flings toward a champion, then the range becomes longer, and any champion she hits will get stunned and give Camille extra attack speed. Her R is that she jumps onto an enemy champion, becoming untargetable, and locks them in a cage that they can't escape from. This knocks all other champions away, and Camille's autos deal extra damage in her cage. Whoa, what's the bot lane doing at the top lane? Hold up, wait a minute. Alright, it's outplay time, baby, let's go. At level 1, you want to start W, and then Q, then E. But then you want to max Q, then E, then W. So about spells, the crazy thing is that Camille doesn't even need flash, because she has so much mobility. She could go Ignite Teleport to have more kill pressure in lane, but you could still go Flash Teleport because it scales better than Ignite and allows for more outplay potential. Most of the time you would take Ignite because Camille is all about getting that lead early game and being ahead. You always want to have TP since Camille is a split pusher. For runes, you could either go Resolve or Precision. In the Resolve tree, we're going to be looking at Grasp, Shield Bash, Boner Plating, Unflinching, and then you go into Inspiration and get Magical Footwear and the Cinnabuns. This allows for a very aggressive early game and works well with Ignite. This build isn't meant for extended all-in trades, it's meant for short burst trades. Plus you get Sustain with the Cinnabuns. With Shield Bash, you could instantly proc it with your passive. So in one auto attack, you can proc Grasp, get your shield, and use that shield to proc Shield Bash. It's wild. In the Precision tree, you could go Conqueror, Triumph, Alacrity, and Last Stand. Then you could go into Resolve, then get Shield Bash, plus Boner Plating. Conqueror offers better scaling if you know you can win lane. With this page, you'll have so much attack speed with your Triforce and E speed boost. For the shards, we go Attack Speed, Adaptive, and Armor or MR. So basically, Grasp is for early game and short trades, and Conqueror is for late game and all-ins. Grasp doesn't scale as hard as Conqueror, but I believe that in hard matchups like Renekton or Pantheon, you should go Resolve so you don't automatically lose lane. For starter items, go Doran's Shield or Doran's Blade. There are 2 mythics you can build. You should go Sunderer if you're fighting tanks. Triforce is better for split pushing and fighting squishies who don't build that much health. So let me tell you about Divine Sunderer. This is the best item for Camille. With Divine Sunderer, her next auto attack gets enhanced by the Sheen passive. Well, since Divine deals max health damage and Camille's backflip converts her damage into true damage, then that means you're dealing max health true damage. This is why she melts tanks so easily. And not just tanks, anyone who tries to fight her. There is no counter to max health true damage, and if for some godforsaken reason you don't choose to build Sunderer, you could still go Triforce. It gives you a lot of speed, so it's good for splitting and all-ins. Basically, Camille likes Sheen items. Second item, you always want to go Ravenous Hydra. Camille has some of the worst wave clear in the game. She can't clear waves without it. For boots, you're going to want to build defensive boots. Most of the time, you're going to get Ninja Tabbies, but if you happen to not have Unflinching and you need some tenacity, and they have a full AP team comp, then you can build Merc Treads. You want to go defensive boots as Camille because she's quite squishy. After that, you can move on to situational items, defensive fighter items like Death's Dance, Sterix, Maw, or even Guardian Angel. You could go Chempunk if they have a lot of healing, or if you're really feeling crazy and you don't want a team fight and you know you're gonna split all game, maybe you could go Hullbreaker. She's 80 years old? 80? At that age, you're supposed to look like this. Not this. Okay, but imagine the possibilities. Cause I'm gonna be up in there like... So let's go over some tips and tricks. Try to be mindful with Camille's shield. It's a 20-second cooldown in the early levels and you don't want to waste it. So you don't want to trade without having your shield up. Keep in mind that your shield will either be physical or magical depending on the champ. So if you're against a physical damage dealer, then your shield can block physical attacks like minions or even tower shots. Always try to prep your Q on minions before fighting. You can even do this on jungle monsters if you're roaming, even jungle plants. Camille's E has a longer range than the indicator shows. To get the most out of your E, you shouldn't aim here directly at the wall. You should aim here so it attaches at the furthest possible range, giving you a longer dash. Standing next to the wall lets you do a fast E. This way you don't have to wait for the E to hit the wall and watch Camille slowly get pulled into the wall. Use this as a surprise engage or to counter an enemy's ability. Try to be patient with the second part of your E. If you hold it, you can actually bait out spells and then get a guaranteed kill. You can use your hook shot to scout if there's an enemy nearby. E indicator shows you where the enemy is and when you can use your extended dash. This is how you reveal enemies without using wards. What the?
Red, not a glass.
Use your R in vulnerability to dodge important skills, and timing your R to their mobility or even flash will give you a huge advantage. It follows them even over walls. You can even ult someone on the other side of a wall for a gap close. Camille's R resets tower aggro. This makes her an insanely strong diver. She can tank tower and then just press R to lose tower aggro. So when diving with your jungler, you should take the aggro first. Now I'm going to show you the Camille combos. First is auto attack Q. Use Camille's Q as an auto attack reset. You should do this for both parts of your Q. So auto attack Q, wait for the second Q to load up, and then auto attack Q again. Obviously you want to hit your perfect Qs for the true damage, but in a close fight use auto attack Q into Q. It's a much faster combo. Or instead of auto attacking before, you can start off with Q because it gives extra attack range. The next combo is QW. Use the movement speed boost from Q to make it easier to hit your W. This combo is used for enemies who are staying back and standing outside of your range. W flash. Not only can you move while casting W, you can flash during W, so you can get an easy proc of the G spot. This combo is the EE flash. Use this to reposition your stun. It also extends the range of your dash essentially. You could also do E flash E. This is good for changing the starting position of your launch. Use this to make it harder to react to. You could also use E flash E when there are enemies in the way of your target. This is the EQ fadeaway. While your hookshot is flying, you can still move and attack before it hits the wall and pulls you in. You can auto attack or Q and dash away before the enemy can hit you back. This is the EWE. You can W while you're hookshotting, so if you time it correctly, your W will go down as you reach the wall. And once you hit the G spot, it slows them, making it easier to land your second E. The next combo is QR. Your R can cancel the backflip animation of the second Q. This is what a full combo looks like. First you prep Q on the minions, hookshot in, and then time W so that it slashes as soon as you hit the wall. Hit him with the stun, and then finally, the backflip. Try to fit in as many auto attacks as you can within your combo, and before you Q. There are so many possibilities with what you could do on Camille. You could even do an EQ fadeaway, but with like a W buffer. Yeah, this champ is crazy. At level 1, you should start W and try to get early lane priority. If they walk up to CS, you can poke them from range. Your goal is to get level 2 advantage so you can control the wave. With Grasp of the Undying, Passive Shield, and Ignite, you should be able to win short trades. Your passive is on a 20-second cooldown though, so you have to play around that. You reach a power spike once you get your Sheen. Play around getting as many Q2s and poke the enemy down until you can all in. The best way to do this is to make the enemy push back into your tower. And thanks to Camille's really long mobility, she can chase down the enemy laner if they walk up too far. Once you hit level 6, Camille kind of sucks wiener juice. This is because Camille's ultimate isn't that strong compared to champions with giant ass-blasting ultimates.
Is that a fucking meteor?
Her only real source of damage comes from her Q, so getting Divine Sunder or Triforce is your biggest priority. But if you push a big wave under tower, you can pressure by roaming. Camille has some insane roaming power thanks to her mobility and lockdown. So after you finish your Sheen item, you can finally play the game again. You should be going from your Mythic to Ravenous Hydra. This allows you to play so much more faster around the map. Clear waves in the side lane, clear jungle camps, roam with E, make plays, and find flanks. Your goal is to funnel as much gold and XP as possible, and be ahead of your laner in levels. If you can maintain a lead, you can 1v2 in the side lane, assassinate priority targets by locking them in your cage. In teamfights, Camille is a diver. She can go in deep, assassinate the carries, and clean up the rest. If the carries are being peeled, then you should wait for a fight to break out first. Once they use their abilities, that's when you can strike. To do this, you have to find flank positions, and this is easy to do if you manage to push in waves and control vision. Sometimes you don't have the damage to assassinate the carries, then just peel for your carries instead. With hookshot and ultimate, you can get people off your guy and then let them do the damage. Eventually, you'll scale up to the point of doing big damage anyway. But you know who else does 5,000 true damage in one attack? Ah yes, my sword. For Piltover, of course. Yeah, get it. Oh yeah. Damn. Okay, now this is where I kill her. Oh my. Okay, looks like I made a mistake. I'm dead. Fuck. Whenever I fight this bitch, I'm burning. I'm fucking burning. Okay, you know what? Alright, this'll be my fight. It's just a tank. Come on, let's go. You get this. Alright, Kaisa. You like my Garen? Yeah, bitch? You like my Garen, huh? Oh my god, look at that damage! Yeah, you stand no chance, Riven. Oh my goodness. That guy died in one hit. I can't even die. I can't die. Boom! Alright, my job here is done. I'm walking back to base. Is there someone behind me? I think someone's throwing axes at me. I don't know. Olaf Meister. Oh my god. Oh, this guy must be angry. He must be shitting his diaper. Wow. What? Riven? How did a Riven clip get in here? Ah, you know I had to put one in there real quick. I don't give a shit. With this guide, I've taught you everything you need to know about Camille from the new game Convergence, a League of Legends story. Oh, shit's going down. Yeah, fuck her up. Oh, what you doing? Oh no! Echo, get him! Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here, you little...